I certainly hope that all the therapy I did and all the work I did and all the books I read and all the experiences and all the mistakes I made will make me a better person and like more developed. And I think the way I'm taking this breakup, like I'm suffering, I wake up crying every day. And like I feel lonely and my husband is not here, my dogs are not here. And I have these attacks of thinking, what have you done? Like, what kind of horrible person, what kind of horrible acts have you done to be abandoned in such a savage way?
This is not an interview. There is no format. This is simply a conversation about life.
All right, so you are right at the point where you were going to tell me what was the overall plan, because this is where we got cut off. Your idea as how this open relationship would be. What was the idea?
Yeah, I didn't have a clear idea. Like what I wanted to have was an open communication with him, and I wanted us to create our own model, like the model that will work for us.
Okay.
Like I don't think any book or anybody can tell you this one is gonna work for you, because you know, we're humans, we're complex creatures.
Yeah.
So
but I mean, you must have had some idea of what you wanted to do, like, and this is because there's a difference between open like an open relationship where you're seeing other people separately and an open relationship where you're seeing people together. So
yeah,
what
so I wanted something in that gray area. So I wanted something between open relationship and polyamor. Like I didn't want us to have like totally meaningless experiences. Like I was totally fine with him having emotional connections with other people, and I wanted to have emotional connections with other people. Like I think that's the interesting part.
Okay.
And like I wanted us to expand our cycle, you know? And if you can expand it also by having sex, why not?
Yeah. But I
thought.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like the thing is it has to be already at a strong point, I think.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
Because but we were in a place where there was nothing else. Like I couldn't think about anything else to do. Like I had these levels of frustration that I couldn't control anymore. And I just wanted to do something, and something that will make a difference. And I wanted to stop fighting about the same things and reconnect. And this is the only idea I got.
This is where other people start having babies, like thinking it's gonna fix things, like, you know, or like, oh, or we should get married, or you are already married, but like, you know, you do something else thinking this is gonna solve the problem or whatever, but yeah, I can't, like, well, at least, I mean, when I think about it, actually, it probably was a wise decision to do it this way, because if he was doing something that he didn't want to do, it would probably cause him to suffer even more, and it would have still ended.
Yeah, of course. Like he's always right. Like he's always right, and he was right. Yeah. Like I always have these crazy ideas, like yeah, we can do this and we can do that, and you know, I am very uneasy in my mind, so I'm always popping up with new stuff. But he's the one that is normally right, and yeah, there was not much else to do in the relationship. We still adore each other. Like I adore him. He's irreplaceable. But the relationship was done. Yeah.
Well, so you haven't spoken since then?
Yeah, we spoke every day.
Oh, you
today I sent him a super like in Tinder, and we chat in Tinder.
Nice. You sure you aren't doing the big role playing thing and you don't even know it? Like, you sure this is not, maybe you're still together and
I wish, but no, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, this is good that if you're at a point where you're still communicating and it's not ending, it's like you didn't burn it down, you know what I mean? It's like it just
no. We managed to asphyxiate the relationship. This we managed to do very well.
Okay.
But the friendship is still there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Were you friends before you got together?
No. We met and we started dating straight away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were married for 6 years, or was the whole relationship 6 years?
The whole relationship is 6 years, was 6 years. And we married basically for other reasons. Like, I wouldn't ever get married for love. Like, for love, you do other things, right? Like,
interesting.
I don't see the connection to marry and love. But yeah, for other stuff, like for practicalities.
Right. Taxes and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Is this is this part of your upbringing, your culture to think of things this way, or is this just comes from you? To as far as like not marrying for love or marriage.
Of it.
Oh, we got the worst connection in the world. Oh man. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
The logics of it. I don't see how love is connected to a bureaucratic thing like this. Like it's a construct of society. So I don't see how that is connected to love.
Mm-hmm. So well, let me ask you this: Do you see the connection of the ceremony of marriage, not necessarily the legality of it, but like if you standing in front of your friends and family and profess your love and devotion to each other, do you that part, or do you believe in that part of it, or
not so much? No. Like I would have loved to celebrate love with him somehow else.
Yeah, interesting.
We married in Copenhagen first, and then we married in Israel because he's from Israel. And the wedding in Israel was totally traumatic for me. Like, I hated every bit of it. Like, every bit of it. I did it just for him because his grandmother really wanted this. It was very important. And I just did it for him. But it's not something... I actually did a lot of things I didn't want to do. I'm realizing now.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. I did a lot of things I didn't want to do.
So do you think that he was maybe doing things he didn't want to do? You were doing things that you didn't want to do, or was it going both ways?
We made so many mistakes. Like, I think it doesn't really happen so much with friendships, but in like love, in romantic relationships, it happens that sometimes you're not totally conscious of what you're doing and like where these acts are leading to, and you end up like kind of being an automata, like doing things without a sense. And I think this happened to us.
Okay. So you were like falling into like just the roles, like, this is what we're supposed to do at this point, and
Yeah. Yeah, so silly. Yeah. Okay. But I don't know, I guess it happened to everyone at some point, that they lost a little bit of control of what they're doing and like how they're doing it.
Yeah. So
the purpose of what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. So speaking of this, right? Do you think that you need to get divorced then?
Oh, well, this happened like 4 days ago. So
yeah, this is why.
Like, I will not do anything to like against him or against his well-being. Mm-hmm. So I don't think legally we're gonna do anything right now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I'm renting him my apartment. It's crazy. We just moved to this apartment like 1 month and a half ago, mm-hmm. renting it. Mm-hmm. But some years ago, I bought an apartment in Neukölln, mm-hmm. and the tenant that was living there, which is a friend, is leaving. Mm. And now I'm gonna rent the apartment to my ex-husband.
Yeah,
it's bizarre.
Actually, no, it's actually good. It's actually good because this is, if you can walk away like this, I think this is the best case scenario. Like when you still remember that you care about each other, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, totally.
So many people, you know, when they break up, it's like fire and destruction, and they want to do bad things to each other, and you know what I mean? Like, I actually think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but like one hopes that mm-hmm. he will develop in life, right? Mm-hmm. Like I certainly hope that all the therapy I did and all the work I did and all the books I read and all the experiences and all the mistakes I made will make me a better person. Mm-hmm. And like more developed. And I think the way I'm taking this breakup, like I'm suffering, I wake up crying every day. And like I feel lonely, and my husband is not here, my dogs are not here. And I have these attacks of thinking, what have you done? Like, what kind of horrible person, what kind of horrible acts have you done to be abandoned in such a savage way? You know? But I have these attacks, but then my rational thinking comes back to me. I embrace this way of thinking, and I think, no, Silvia, chill, you know, like get some clarity and just accept the situation in the most positive possible way.
So you think it was savage though? This is a strong word. You think this was a savage way?
I experienced it really savage. Okay. Because I was not expecting him to leave me. Like, because we were talking about fixing the relationship, so I was not expecting him to leave me. Mm-hmm. And I certainly didn't expect him to leave the house the next day. Yeah. And also he left like he was gonna come back like that night, you know, like I still have his things next to my side in the bed. Mm-hmm. Like his clothes are all around, like, you know, like he didn't take anything. It's okay. Like mentally, it is savage. Sorry.
Are you sure that it's over then?
Yeah, super sure. Super sure. He rented a place until the end of March, mm-hmm. and then he's moving to my apartment.
Damn. Damn. Well,
it's fine.
Mean,
like,
yeah, I mean, actually, I don't know if I would have. Well, maybe it's just a language thing, but I would say this is so far from savage. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely
really.
Yeah. Because when I think of savage, it's like I'm leaving you. I'm gonna show up with my new lover and kiss her in front of you and like tell you I never loved you and that I always thought your nose looked weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like really try to hurt you, you know what I mean? Like this would be like savage to me. Like
yeah, but that doesn't even enter the equation. Like this is not a possibility. Like for me, out of the possibilities that could occur, this is one of the ones that I think are one of the strongest ones, just for the speed of it and for the unexpected. You know, I didn't expect this.
Yeah.
So, and it was really fast. Like one day to another, everyone is gone and I'm alone in the house. And I have to deal with it and I have to do all the mental work on my own. And
yeah, I understand.
Yeah. I experienced it as savage, but maybe not savage in the most, maybe it's a bit rhetorical,